Hi there, it is the founder and CEO of Ubuntu Invest, Miss Nelisiwe Masango. Most of you guys know me as an entrepreneur, but I'm actually a trader. So in today's class, I will be taking you through our copy trading system. So yes, let's get straight to it. A couple of rules that I'd like to share with you. So I'll be sharing my screen. All right, so copy trading is relatively simple, just a couple of rules that I need you to remember. For those of you who don't know, number one, every time the master opens or closes a trade, it will replicate on your account automatically. All right. So if you copied someone last week, when you wake up today, you might see a trade that is open, or some of the trades that they had placed last week would have disappeared, or you can then click on your trading history and you'll see that the master trader has closed them. Please understand, even though the master trader opens and closes these trades, you're more than welcome to modify them accordingly. So if the master opened a trade, you can always close it beforehand. And then, of course, even though they have other trades open, if your account is big enough, you can also open your own trades as well. Number two, always watch the trader before you copy them. So copy trading is very similar to social media. Okay, see watching as just basically getting an update. All right. And then the minute you start clicking copying, it's just like following that person. Every single thing that they do on their trading account will then, like I said, replicate on your account. So it's really important for you to watch a trader first. Give it about a couple of days or a week, depending on your trading goals. Once you're comfortable and confident in the strategy that they have, and if you're certain that it's a strategy that you would like to see on your account, then of course you're more than welcome to click copy. Number three, limit your initial risk. So you can always start with small lot sizes or allocate a small amount of equity in the beginning. Once you're comfortable and confident in the strategy, you can then, of course, increase your risk, which will allow you to make more money. Number four, try to copy one trader at a time. Or if you're slightly more advanced and you're copying different traders for different instruments, try to keep it that way. So for example, if you are interested in gold and you found someone that trades gold really well, maybe avoid trading or copying the other instruments that they have and just copy their gold strategy. And then maybe you can then allocate some funds and copy someone else's cable strategy or Euro USD strategy. You don't always have to copy one person in everything that they have in their portfolio, which is something I'll definitely break down. Number five, when you uncopy someone, remember, the minute you start to click uncopy, it means that your account and the master's account have now been separated. If there are any open trades after you have uncopied this person, please understand that you would have to then close these trades manually. All right, so just a little reminder in that regard. And then number six, always analyze each trader before you copy them. But like I said, you want to analyze, then watch them, and then finally, you can then copy them. So let's not waste any more time and go straight to the platform. So how do you access our in-house copy trading system? You go to www.ubuntuinvest.com, you click on sign up, you create an account, you follow all the relevant steps, you upload your updated KYC or FICA documents, you fund your account, and then of course you're good to go. Those of you that already have live accounts with us, you will then click on log in, and then you'll be brought to this particular screen right in front of me. So on the left-hand side, you get to see all of your instruments. Or if you were to scroll all the way down, you can see the different assets that we have available, and the ones that are right at the top with the little yellow star are my favorite ones, of course. You can always click search to look for them, or you can go to the different categories and the subcategories and you can look for them manually. All right. At the bottom, of course, is details on your account, how much you have to trade with. At the top, you've got, of course, your trading button. You've got your time frames. So currently I'm looking at a Bitcoin chart. Let me just look at it realistically on a daily time frame. There we go. That makes more sense. And then, of course, just like any other web trader, you have the different charts options, you can add different indicators on there, etc. But where I want us to actually put more focus on is the right-hand side. And this is where the real magic happens. So as you can see, this is my profile for the purpose of today's class and today's session. Once you guys are on this platform, and if you're logging in for the very first time, the system will ask you to create your particular details. So please do not use your real name or surname, all right? Do not upload your pictures either. It's not that type of social media platform. So here is my AKA, local trader ZA, and I put a matching avatar. When you have your account created, this is the part where you get to analyze yourself. So I would strongly suggest that the same way you're going to analyze different traders to copy, at some point, whether it's 3 months or 6 months down the line, come back and reanalyze your own strategy to see if you're actually going in the path that you desired initially. It's very important for us to always analyze our strategies as we go along. We want to fine tune it to ensure that it reaches, or rather your trading account can achieve the financial goals that you had set from day one. All right, so let's have a look at this chart. So the system updates everything automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. The person we're going to analyze today is a TAR22. So I'm going to click on his profile because it's right at the top. So I'm going to click on his profile and we're going to go through it. So he joined on the 5th of the 3rd, 2023. All right. And all of these things are very important because as we continue, I'm going to highlight some of the factors and the important parts that you guys have to look at. So this is when this particular gentleman, I'll assume based on the picture, he then created the account this year. His risk level is currently on 4. The system then calculates that for you. The first part is profile. So you've got profile, you've got portfolio, community, positions. And once we've completed all 4 parts, we will then make the final decision on copying. So the first part, when it comes to profile, right at the bottom, you get to see the days in the system. So this person has been trading for 71 days. 71 days. As we go along, I would like you to make little notes. The first column should be what your expectations are or your standards are. And then the part next to it is basically this particular trader. So for example, days in the system. Would you say, and this it varies from person to person, but is 71 days enough time for someone to really grasp the art of trading? Some people feel like 30 days is good enough. Other people want a longer time, or they want people with more experience. So put there what you expect and decide if this person meets these particular, your particular criteria. So on my side, anything less than 3 months, I don't necessarily trust. So if it's less than 90 days, for me, it would be a no. For someone else, it could work out. So the reason why you have to set these standards in the beginning, there are hundreds, if not thousands of people that you can copy on the system. It's going to be easier for you to have a checklist and just tick, 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 yes, no, and then it will allow you just to move on quickly and then eventually find the right person that is suitable for your particular strategy. So days in the system, that's the first one. The second one is success rate. So everybody wants 100% success rate, but that's not always a good thing on the system. If you see someone with 100% success rate, please go and check how long they've been on the system for and how many trades they've placed. Because to be honest, I can place one trade in 1 month and I could get it right. Technically, that is 100%, right? Or I could place 2 trades and both of them are right. That's not enough information. Or listen, if you want to copy someone like that, I can bet you now, it's probably pure luck. We want to ensure that people have had some sort of track record. So don't be afraid to lower your expectations here. Personally, I believe in A's. So 80% is my minimum. Anyone that has less than a success rate of 80%, I probably wouldn't consider. But remember, these things change. So you don't have to take what I'm saying. I'm giving you these examples so you know how to respond. Some people are fine with 70%. What is your requirement? And then, so anyone that has, let's say, 70% upwards, this particular person would then probably meet your criteria because their success rate is on 98%. All right. The next part, average daily profits and loss. So this is just on average. He has so red would be negative, and that would be losses. Green would then be positive, and that would be earnings. So there's no minus in front of that. So we're assuming that it is a positive 1.4% on average. All right. If we go down over here, maximum drawdown. So remember, drawdown is the percentage in which you've lost money from your account. So for example, if you have $1,000 and you've lost $500, you've lost 50% of your account. So that's 50% drawdown. The higher the percentage, the more money you have lost. All right. So when it comes to maximum drawdown, you want to avoid people with the high percentage. It's not like success rate. The lower, the better, because ideally this would probably mimic what your account could potentially look like in the future. All right. Next part, best position. Position, also known as trade. So on his best day, he made about 11% return. On his worst day, he's lost about 2.73% from his particular trades. So once again, these, so like your average daily profits and loss, best and worst position, and your maximum drawdowns, you can put criterion parameters to that, but for me, it's not as important. But if you want to, you're more than welcome to do that. So before we move on, this is still the profile part. Notice how there are different time frames. If we keep it to trading jargon, the chart changes. So this is his progress in 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, and 1 month. All right. Notice how when I change it, these numbers also change as well. So specifically, if the trader has been on the system for a very long time, and we're talking maybe 3 digits, so they've been on the system for more than a year, looking at year 1 is not enough. Because also you don't know if the person was using a robot for the past year, if they were part of someone else's trading signals, and then all of a sudden the past 3 months they haven't been doing so well. So if a person has been in the system for a very long time, try to analyze each and every single one of these options or timeframes that you've been given, just so you can get a clear idea or a picture, a bigger picture of what is happening in this person's account. On the right-hand side, this is just almost like your Twitter feed. It's just what the person is doing. So it's not really that relevant. Over here at the bottom, you've got unwatch. As you can see, I'd already watched the person. And then you've got copying, but we'll get to that just now. So we're done with profile. Remember, the biggest things we look at on profile, we look at their risk level, how long they've been on the system for, as well as their success rate. And we go through the different timeframes. The next part, portfolio. So portfolio is a very interesting part because you don't want to copy someone who trades instruments that you have no interest in. So for example, if I'm a conservative novice trader, I just want to trade GBP USD or Euro USD. I have no interest in gold. I have no interest in Bitcoin. So even though that particular trader's success rate is 99.999% recurring, if he's not trading the instruments that I'm interested in, it's pretty pointless, all right? So it's important for us not to just chase percentages and return on investment. There are thousands of people on here that you can copy and make a profit from. So you don't have to just take the first people or the first trader that you get to see. So portfolio. You want to look for similarities. Like I said, copy a person who trades something that you are interested in or something that, so for example, if you're interested in gold, you're not so good at trading gold. Maybe you're good at trading GBP USD. You're not good at trading gold, but it's something you want to get into. Copying someone that trades gold really well will help you pick up certain patterns to end up creating your own strategy that is similar to theirs. So this is why I like copy trading. A really smart person can do back tests and use it to find really great strategies. Then if you can take it a couple of steps further, you can then convert these strategies to signals and, feed it back into the trading community so more people can be profitable. The world is your oyster, but it's about how to utilize the tool. So if we get back to ATAR 22, we can see that 58.59, or rather 58.6% of his portfolio is leaning towards Euro USD. 34% is Euro New Zealand dollar, and then 7% is Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. So that's in 1 year. It's been 58%. In 6 months, let's see if anything has changed. He has a winning formula that he evidently sticks to. Wait, hold on, notice how. So from 1 year, 6 months, and 3 months, his weighting was exactly the same. But the minute we go to 1 month, it looks like he has decided to trade less of Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. And then let's see what the difference is. And he decided to actually lower his Euro New Zealand dollar trades as well as Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and probably put more energy and capital into Euro USD. We can see that. So he's trading Euro USD more within the past month. So that's what we picked up. Another thing that I just want to mention, which will probably come at the end, but let's just say you were interested in Euro USD. You've analyzed and a TAR 22 makes a killing from Euro USD. If you're not interested in Euro NZD and AUD NZD, you can always choose to copy one of the 3 instruments. You're not forced to copy each and every single thing that the particular person is trading. So I just want to put that out there. All right, let's go to the third part, which is community. Community, so you've got watchers, you've got watching, copiers, and copying. So what is the difference? Let's take it back to social media, Twitter, Instagram. There are followers and there's following. So if I'm on social media, followers are the people that are following me. Following are the people that I am following. Those are the ones that I have my eyes on, all right? Same thing applies here. Copiers or watchers, let's start with watchers. Watchers are the people in the community. So this particular trader has 31 people watching him. Every day they get the updates to say that this person has placed a trade. They are watching him. Or in social media terms, they are his followers. All right. Watching this particular trader at TAR 22 is watching one person. In social media terms, this is who he would be following, right? Copiers, these are the people that are copying this particular person. So in social media terms, he has 14 followers or copiers, meaning every single day, 14 people rely on this man's strategy to make a profit for them. Copying is who he is copying, or in social media terms, who he is following. Right, now that we got the differences out the way, what does this say about him as a trader? Very simple. So if you want to, you can click on, if you're interested in Blade or Bearish, you can click on their profile and then it will open up on the same page. So popularity is key here. The one with the most watchers and copiers is definitely someone that you can probably trust more, because clearly it means that there are people that rely on this person's strategy. So watchers, a lot of people getting ideas from him, but what is his actual conversion rate? That's just under 50%. All right, so that means a lot of people that are watching him end up converting to actually follow his trades with their real money. Remember, you can't copy on a demo account. All of these results are from a real life funded account. So 14 people rely on this good man strategies every day. Will you be person number 15? Only you can decide that. Watching, he's watching this one person. And watching, I would personally, if you were impressed by this particular trader's strategy, I would watch him, but I'd also watch who he is watching. All right, it's always important to look at whoever your leader is looking at, because that's where the original inspiration or motivation comes from. All right, and then copying, it appears that this good man does not rely on anybody to execute his trades. He then places the trades himself. It's worth noting he probably might get a couple of ideas from this person, but he doesn't allow them to actually execute. What happens if you are copying someone that is copying someone? It's simple. That person is not the master. So for whatever strange reason, Super W was under copy. I would suggest that don't copy Atar, but go and copy, or rather watch the person that they're copying, if that makes sense. Because also if that person has, if the master, the true master has a great strategy, and maybe they swing, they play swing trades, but the person, Atar, that you're copying is more of a scalper, he's going to cut your trades short. If that works out for you, then you're more than welcome to continue, but it could frustrate you. So this is why it's important to copy people that aren't copying anyone. But if you find someone copying someone, I suggest go and watch that person, and maybe it's of value to eliminate the middleman. I hope that was not confusing. I know I said a lot about all of this, but it's important for us to look at this from a broader perspective. All right, so now that we're done with community, which, like I said, popularity is key, who wants to copy someone that's not copied by anyone? Do you want to be the brave heart that wants to take that risk? Probably not. There's a reason why people are not watching or copying that person. All right, let's go to the next part. Positions. So positions, also known as trades. Currently, Atar has no trades open right now, meaning if you were copying him, it would be a peaceful, quiet Monday morning. No trades will be open. Does he have any pending orders? He does not. Does he have any closed positions? Yes, he does. So if you were copying Atar before today, you would have made money from all of these trades. See all of these trades that are in green? That would be a trading account with that odd minus 2% that's in red. You'd also have that as well. All right, but judging by this person's track record, I see more green than red. All right, so closed positions. Why is it so important? So it's important to know the type of trader you are. Just a quick one. You've got scalper, you've got day trader, the intraday traders, we've got swing, and we've got position. All right. Scalper, you hold your trades for a couple of seconds, couple of minutes. Day trader, couple of hours. Swing, couple of days. Position, couple of weeks, couple of months, couple of years. But then it becomes investing. All right. The foundation of trading is to know the type of trader that you are. So for example, if you are a fast-paced person, you are not patient at all, just as a personality trait, but also maybe your account is not big enough to hold positions for days and weeks, then you are in between scalping and day trading. All right, let's just assume you are a day trader. You're not as risky as a scalper, but you're a day trader. It would make no sense for you to copy someone that takes position trades or they swing. One, it would frustrate you as a trader. Two, there's nothing to learn with that strategy because that strategy is very different to yours and your financial and trading goals. And number three, it's just not going to work out altogether. You're going to be frustrated. If anything, you might just damage your trading account, especially with if you copy people that hold trades for a very long period of time, those people generally have bigger accounts. So it's very important for you to go through this. So how do you see what type of trader this person is or the type of strategy they use? Under positions, click on close positions. And it's a really simple exercise. So remember we had said we were interested in Euro USD. So I'd look at the Euro USD instruments. Look at open time and look at closing time. So open time for this particular trade was the 8th of March, 1619. This trade was closed on the 8th of March at 1622. That is about 3 minutes. Let's go to the next one. Trade was open on the 10th of March at 1442. It was closed on the same day, 2 minutes later. Okay, let's just skip to another one. The 17th of March, 1539, 3 minutes later. Look at this one, 1610, 1614. Let's go to another random one, 1521, 1523. Okay, listen, when it comes to Euro USD, I haven't looked at the other instruments yet. If you want to copy the person's entire portfolio, you'll have to look at all of this. But remember, I'd said, if I can take it back, I was interested in just Euro USD. Therefore, I want to see what he's doing on Euro USD. Based on our quick analysis, he takes scalp trades. All right, he scalps Euro USD. So this is not someone that's going to hold a trade, open a trade on Monday, close it on Wednesday, open it on Friday, close it next week, Tuesday. He doesn't even wait for the end of the day. This is the person who's probably looking at the charts, probably doesn't put a stop loss because these trades are open for a short period of time. And this person is just scalping and they're scalping. If that works out for you, then you're more than welcome to copy this person. Because if I look at a couple of pros, he trades a major currency pair, Euro USD. It doesn't get us any simpler than Euro USD. Well, actually GBP USD, but same thing. Euro USD is really simple. It's one of the easiest instruments to trade. If your account is relatively small, so less than 10,000 Rand, scalping would work out because you want to keep your trades open for a short period of time. Because remember, exposure is your biggest risk. So even though your account can't hold trades for a couple of days, you'd be in and out of the market much quicker to collect small amounts of profits. But at the end of the day or the end of the week, all of these profits, when they accumulate, they're similar to maybe a day trader's profits or swing trader's profits. All right. So just because you hold your trades for a short period of time doesn't mean you could make or lose more or less than the next person. It's all based on lot sizes and equity that you have allocated, etc. But to take it back to what I was saying, closed positions allows you to pick up that person's strategy. So if you feel like, so two things here. One, you get to see the time in which they trade. This person is trading during the day. Remember, the system is a normal GMT. South Africa is 2 hours ahead of the world's time. So it's 11:43. So I'm awake during this time. I'm at the office. I don't mind copying someone that trades during this time because in and between my tea break, I can go on my phone, I can go on my app, my PC, and then just close a couple of trades if I want to. What would not make sense is if I'm copying someone who opens trades at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Honey, I am on dream number 4 or number 5 during that time. All right. So I personally would like to have control over my trades. So I would not copy someone that trades when I'm sleeping. Now, maybe you're in a different situation. Maybe you're working night shift. All right. For the next month, maybe your boss has put you on night shift for the next month. Then it would mean that for the next month, you'll have to find someone to copy who trades after midnight. Remember, this system is open to everybody in the world, not just people living in South Africa. So even some of the instruments that they'll be trading will probably be leaning towards the markets that are open during that time, your Asian markets, etc. All right. So these are the things I need you guys to always be conscious of and aware of. But like I said, because listen, it's during the day, I've got time right now. I can check these trades. Euro USD is not too bad. He keeps them open for a short period of time. That could work for me. It might not work for somebody else because also you could be impressed with the first part, profile. He ticked all your boxes. Portfolio, you've decided you're happy with 1 or 2 instruments. Community, you're happy with that as well. Then it's time for us to copy. Then you realize, oh, this person is a swing trader. And unfortunately, my account is not big enough. Well, number one, you can always redeposit, contact your trading specialist or your account manager. Or number 2, a TAR 22, it's been great. Maybe it's time to analyze someone else. All right, so it's relatively that simple. You always want to make sure that your rules and your specifications and your preferences match the person who you want to copy. There's no perfect strategy, there's no perfect person, but there has to be a level of understanding whereby even when you do lose a trade, you kind of understand why. Maybe at 3 p.m., there was news that came out that neither one of you were aware of, or maybe you were aware of it, but the person you're copying is not aware of it. So you quickly went and you closed that trade because it looked like it was going in the complete opposite direction. It's completely up to you. All right, let's move on to the last part, which is copying. So now's the time for you to decide how much you want to copy with. Like I said, You will then put in the amount. So no less than $100, let's say 150. It would mean that, so if you click here, currently copying all instruments. Remember, I'd said I'm only interested in his Euro USD. Therefore, I would like to allocate $150 out of my trading account to copy a TAR 2022. Why am I saying 2022? It's just 22. I want to allocate $150 just to copy his Euro USD. Then we're good to go. Nothing more, nothing less than $150 will come out your account, and it will be allocated to Euro USD trades only. Meaning, when he trades Euro New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, nothing will happen on your account. If you've analyzed everything in his portfolio and you're happy with it, then you're more than welcome to click all. And then every time he places these trades, it will automatically replicate on your account. Alrighty, so let's go back to the top. Like I said, if you're interested in this person, you can click watch. I want to watch first. So I'm going to watch him. Every time I log on, it will pop up and let me know what he's doing. You can then also copy, you don't have to copy his full profile, but maybe you can copy that particular trade. I'll show you now. After a week or a couple of days and you're confident and comfortable in this person's strategy, you can then, of course, click copy. It will take you back to this. And then once you've clicked copy, any new trade after that. So if it's 11:48 and I've clicked copy, from 11:49 onwards, those trades will then replicate on my account. Remember, if I take you back to the rules, if I want to uncopy him for whatever reason, I go back onto the system and you see how it went from watch to unwatch. Copying will go from copying to uncopy. Then you click on it and it separates your account. But big caution, if there are trades open, by the time you uncopy, you will have to close those trades manually. That's all it is. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the Copy Trading 101 class. I would encourage all of you guys to, if you haven't used copy trading before, please go and use it. Try it out. All right, even with the most smallest amount, which is, I think, 100. Let's see what it says. It looks like it's $100. Yeah. Try it out. Let me know what you think, especially if you are new into trading. But for those of you who are really professional traders, you know how to trade, please use the system to find secret strategies. Like I said, you don't have to actually use it to copy someone, but there are so many strategies that you can pick up from people just based on the way in which they trade, and you can analyze this. And like I said to you, once you have built up enough history, when you click on your profile, you'll have the exact same options there, and you can analyze yourself to see if you're also doing a good job or not. All right, please note that on the 27th of May, which is next week, Saturday, from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m., we have a face-to-face session the office. And so for those of you that can, please ensure that you book. It's by invitation. So you have to ensure that you have a Prime account, nothing less than a Prime account. I will be teaching copy trading in detail. I will also then answer any of your questions that you have, and I will throw in a couple of other really great technical strategies that I've learned throughout the year, that previous students of mine throughout the years have used. So I'll be having a session, a live session on the 27th of May. It's a Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. There will be hors d'oeuvres and refreshments for those of you that will be joining us in person. Like I said, you have to book in advance because it is limited seating. And then those of you that aren't in Johannesburg, you will then get a private link. So you can join me via, or rather virtually, in the virtual world. You can join me. And then, of course, if there are any questions that you have, technical questions, this will be the only time that I'll be taking the questions and helping you to build a better trading strategy. Like I said, if there's anything else that you need, please contact your account manager or your trading specialist. If all else fails, send an email to support@ubuntuinvest.com. It has been an absolute pleasure chatting with you, and I hope I will see you guys soon. Take care. Have a great day. See you around.